done to everyone, especially our mentors. So if we could ask all of our mentors to pop up on screen, just so we can see you all and appreciate you, celebrate you, because you guys are just so amazing. It's so empowering for you to be able to share your jobs, tell us a little bit about what you do, what you've had to overcome, and what you keep on achieving. So let's give a virtual round of applause to our incredible mentors. Thank you so much, ladies, and I hope you've enjoyed being a part of Rocking Your Teens. Hope you haven't taken too much out of your day, but obviously it's a little cheeky out of work moment, isn't it? So yep, I see a lot of nodding heads. Good, I'm glad. This is what we like. We love inviting amazing guest speakers into our world of Rocking Your Teens. So thank you again and again. If you've got any reaction buttons, throw a little, celebration, for a little clap of the hands, for a little thumbs up maybe, yeah, a little what's this, I'm just using them all, I love them, heart, lots of love for all of you. Thank you again. Right, so we are getting closer to the end of our amazing day. We've gone through so much, so we have to introduce you to another incredible guest speaker. Oh, mentors, feel free to take off your cameras if you'd like, as we prepare for our next guest speaker. But I just want to confirm, one of the Rocking Your Teens ladies helped me out with the numbers. I can confirm that we have over 300 girls online for Rocking Your Teens. Yes! The specific number was 333. If you're into numbers, what does that mean? What is this magical number that's before us? But yes, I love that there are so many of you involved today. There's been so many positive messages just floating around in the chat. So thank you all for being here. Also, I want to see you guys. Obviously not in person, we're still social distancing, but if we can, please do post online, or if it's just leaving us a message of positivity, you can tweet us at Rocking Your Teens. You can repost anything you see from the at Rocking Your Teens Instagram page, and also hashtag Rocking Your Teens as well. We'd love to see all the interactivity. I mean, if there's 300 of you, maybe we can get this trending. Maybe we can tell everyone how amazing this day was, this morning, this afternoon. So thank you so much for all being here. We appreciate all of the schools, all of the teachers that made this happen, for signing up all of our amazing girls that are here today. So thank you. Right, so let's get on to our next special guest. Now, I'm really excited about this because this person is a wellness and self-care specialist and entrepreneur. She is the founder of Women Who Self-Care, which is a well-being and social impact company that focuses on empowering women to put their health and ambitions first. Her name is Philippa Katowick, but she goes by the name of Boo, and she is passionate about the promotion of gender equality, particularly globally, and the importance of proper mental health awareness and management. So she is going to do exactly that with you this afternoon. She's going to be talking about your mental health and your well-being. So ladies, can we give a massive Rocking Your Teens welcome to our guest speaker, Boo.
Hello, thank you. So I'll get straight into it. Thank you firstly, Rocking Your Teens and everyone for organizing this. This is so exciting. I'm going to share my screen with you now, but just while we sort of settle in and say hello, please do in the chat tell me where you all are. I'm currently in Sheffield, but I'm usually based in London. I'm guessing from what I've heard from everyone else before, you're everywhere, but I'd just love to know where you are. So I'm just going to set up my screen. So London, woo, North London, South London, amazing, fab. I'm gonna send this. Southampton, East London. Are there any northerners here? Portsmouth, Newcastle, Cardiff. Okay, should be sharing it now. Okay, let's get going. I can't believe there's any northerners. Can everyone see my screen okay? Is it all right? My chat has vanished. So I'm just gonna check on here.
We see you, it all looks perfect. And you're getting lots of people telling you that they're from Scotland and all sorts of places.
Good. Oh, good, perfect. So I know it's because my screen has gone off. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about mental health today. I just want to say, firstly, well done for coming on here. It's really great. It's as girls, I think coming together collectively is so important. And it's just a skill we have. You know, we have lots of empathy, supposedly. We're able to communicate well with each other, and it's a real strength. So for me, I wish I had something like this when I was younger. I just being able to network and connect with your peers and just be told how amazing you are, because I don't think we're told enough as women how awesome we are for just being us. So yeah, I'm so glad you're here. So we're going to start this session with a little yoga session and breathing session. So before I founded my company, which is really recent, by the way, it's a startup, I was a yoga teacher. So I spent a long time marketing as well, yoga, but just teaching people how to breathe, how to move their body, etc. So I think we'll start off straight away. So what we want you to do is sit nice and upright in your seat. And I want you to just close your eyes. I don't want you to do anything else but relaxing your jaw and relax the muscles in between your eyes. So we're going to do about 2 minutes of breathing and then a little bit of desk yoga, which you can do when you're working from home all the time. So take a deep breath in and a slow exhale. Let's do it again. Breathe in through the nose and a slow exhale. We're going to keep on breathing like that, just nice slow inhales and slow exhales. But this time I want you to try and focus just to breathe through your nose. So inhale through your nose, maybe hold the breath for a little bit and then slowly exhale through the nose again. Let's do that 3 times. So we're going to inhale for 3, 2, 1, pause at the top of the breath and exhale for 3, for 2, for 1. Pause at the bottom. We're going to inhale for 3, for 2, for 1. Pause at the top of the breath and exhale for 3, for 2, for 1. We're going to climb that up a little bit, going up to 5 counts for the breath now. So just have a little wriggle of your shoulders again, sit nice and tall, relax your face, relax the jaw, release tension in the tongue. We're going to inhale all the way up to 5. So inhale for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Holding the breath just briefly. And with calmness, we're going to exhale for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Pause at the bottom here for 5 counts. So we're going to inhale again for 5. So ready, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just rest a second. Maybe your hands are resting on your knees. And then just very gently start to move those shoulders. So rotating backwards, rotating forwards, and then just coming to stillness again. If you did the breathing with me, maybe you're just watching like, what the hell? You might feel a little bit more relaxed. And that's because with your breathing, when you control it, you're bringing down your stress hormone, your cortisol hormone. So you're physiologically, when you're breathing, you're making yourself more calm. So doing that counting breath before exams or before a university interview, etc., can actually really help you just to calm down. And it's scientifically based. And in yoga, it's very much to do with energy and just raising your vibrations. So doing some desk yoga now, just to move ourselves. Firstly, just move my lunchbox out the way. We're just going to stand up. You're going to reach for the sky, give yourself a little shake. And then as you exhale, come down, touch your toes. Touching those toes. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, touch your toes. We're going to do it 3 more times. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, touch the toes. As you inhale, draw your tummy into the back of your spine. So suck the tummy in. Exhale, release. Last time. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Coming back down onto your seat. So we're getting a little bit of movement here. We're going to inhale the hands up towards the ceiling. Really important to awaken your spine. As you exhale, you're going to take a little spinal twist. So one hand to come onto your knee or on the side of your desk chair, the other hand either behind your back or on the desk. And you're just going to very nicely just around. And as you inhale, come back up. Exhale, taking the opposite way. So you're doing a nice little spinal twist here. Really good for your digestive system. As it again, inhale, reach up. As you exhale, taking a twist, your hands can be on your knees. When you inhale, think about lengthening the spine. So think about sitting nice and tall. And as you exhale, taking a twist. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, take it to the opposite side. Nice, steady breaths. So every time you inhale, lengthen the spine. So grow, sit tall. And every time you exhale, maybe twist a little bit more. Inhale, reach back up. Hands onto your knees, doing a seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, you're going to lift the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, lift the head. And as you exhale, so when you breathe out, round the back. Think of that angry cat, you know, when they're unhappy. Do it 3 more times. So inhale forwards, maybe close the eyes, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. 1 more. Inhale forward, exhale back. Nice. Have a little shake out. Nice. And if you wanted to stand up while watching this so that you have time to not be sat down all the time, it's something we need to be really conscious of, just not stagnating, you know, being still in one place. Please feel free to do so. Walk around when I'm talking to you. If you have your laptop or your phone and you have signal, maybe you can do this having a walk. You can listen to me without watching me. This is fine. The slides are going to be helpful, but they're not imperative. The main thing is to just listen and try to absorb. So we're going to move on. So I hope that was a little bit of a different feeling for you, feel a bit more calm. So here we are, we're going to go straight into being pragmatic with our mental health. I think most people, especially your generation, you know, Gen Z, you're really, you know, kind of woke, you know, you're aware of mental health issues. You're aware of the importance of looking after your mental health. And that is so good. Your generation, I think, is very empathetic. It understands people. It understands the need to self-care. And that's what my company is based upon, is trying to improve self-care. So these are just some little things, and I wish I could see your chat. So I don't know if the moderator can read anything out to me if I ask some questions. I know we're going to have them at the end, but if you wanted to type anything about what you do, what helps you to look after your routine, etc., if teachers wanted to ask their students, then please do tell me. So we're going to talk about creating balance in our life. So creating a gentle routine, and I put gentle in there because with school, it's very, at this time we do this, at this time we do this, at this time we do this. We do need time to be able to sort of not be scheduled and things. So when you're working out, okay, I've done this amount of schoolwork, I have this much revision and this much homework to do. Perfect. This much homework to do. Then you've got to think about how are you going to do that without creating more stress. So within the health and wellness world, right, there's so much like, oh, do yoga in the morning and go for a run. And there's so much adding to your to-do list. And actually it might be more stressful. I find it stressful and I love doing those things. So we're going to talk about lists and schedules. So if you have a piece of paper now, if you're going to plan out your day, it will help you see and just compartmentalize. So break down in your head what you actually need to do, what you want to do, and what are your non-negotiables. So I'll explain by what I mean by that. When you're writing your schedule, you need to write your to-do list with what you need to do. And this helps you understand, okay, I need to do this week. So that assignment is due then, or that assignment is due at another time. If you can see on a piece of paper rather than it being on your head, you're less likely to get anxious about it. You're less likely to worry about it because you can see, okay, these are the things I need to do. From there, you then need to go into your day-to-day plan and say, okay, I'm going to do this essay then, this essay then. Having a schedule really helps to relieve any anxiety or tension of things you need to do, because it's firstly, a visual thing for you to be able to see what you need to do. But also it helps you to understand how much time you have to do something. If you don't have time to do something, you can then you think you don't have time, you can speak to your teachers, you can speak to your peers, and it can just help everyone around you understand how much time you need. It also helps you to understand yourself. So going forward, if you're going to university, for instance, being able to time manage, manage your time well, you'll have already learned to do that now, because you're understanding, okay, I know that actually it takes me much longer to write essays, but to do a spoken word thing, it's really quick. And it means you just get to know your rhythm and how you work a little bit better. So what I mean by what do you want to do is very simple. You have what you need to do, and it's usually work related, or if you're a bit older, it might be relationship related. I mean, it might be relationship related now. So then what you want to do is things that are what's going to make you feel happy. So you might not always want to do work, schoolwork, but you kind of have to do it. It gives you a sense of purpose as well. But what is it that you want to do that will make you feel good? So pre-pandemic in school, I would have loved to do hockey. I'd have wanted to go out and done as much sport as I possibly could. It's a bit difficult in the pandemic, right? You cannot do that. But things you can do are, I don't know, go on house party on Netflix, or you want to make sure that you go for a walk. These are things that you want to do, as well as the things that you have to do. Make sure, even if you're doing it now, just writing down a list of, actually, I'll just quickly write down what I need to do this week. Make sure you put in things of pleasure. Maybe you want to make a cake. These are not bad things. We need to remove ourselves from the idea that you must always be productive, etc. I think especially there's a lot of Londoners here. There's a lot of pressure to be always doing things, and actually, one thing that you might want to do is to simply not do anything, and you've got to plan that in. So, what are your non-negotiables? By this, I mean, if you just have a quick think now, what is it? If you might not know, you might have to think of it. But what is it that there's no questions about it. You have to do this every day, or you have to do it once a week for you to maintain a good well-being and mental health. So well-being, remember, it means well, as in feeling good and happy and healthy and safe, and being in that state. So for me, if I give an example, a non-negotiable for me, no matter how busy I am, is to do yoga every single morning. Actually 6 days a week, because I give myself a day off. This is a non-negotiable for me, and it's non-negotiable. It's different from what I want to do, because sometimes I don't want to do it. Sometimes I have too much work, and I just want to crack on. But I know that it's a non-negotiable, that there's no questions, I have to do it, because if I don't do it, I end up like getting into a spiral of not doing yoga, and then I move less, I don't do as much exercise. I tend to get I'm just not as nice a person as when I do yoga. I'm a much better person as opposed to the person when I don't do yoga. So that is a non-negotiable for me. Another non-negotiable for me is being able to say no to people. If ever I'm in a situation, and especially as young girls, it's a skill you just need to master. I think we're sometimes socially conditioned, maybe, to be a people pleaser. It might be a little bit nature nurture here, but it's really important to sort of check in with yourself, take a moment and say, oh, do I want to say no to this? Do I feel like I'm being coerced into something? And this is really, really essential for your mental health, that my non-negotiable is, if something is a no for me, it is a non-negotiable to me to sort of go, well, and this is usually to do with friendships and relationships. Just what is non-negotiable in each situation for you, where you have to walk away from the situation, or you have to rebuild something. So when you're thinking about your routine, if you just have a piece of paper now, I know I've said it a million times, I'd write down, these are the things that you need to focus on: sleep, eating, movement, socializing, and play. By play, I mean literally going out with your friends. So it might be the same as socializing, but it might also just be, Netflix at the moment, or Amazon shopping, or I don't know, some PlayStation game thing, Xbox, I don't know what it is now. But sleep is really important, that you have to schedule in, because as teenagers, you need more sleep. And I've recently read, maybe my time's running out, that actually teens, you should Google this, your rhythm in that you sleep, so circadian rhythms to do with light and dark, you're actually more likely to be evolved at this part in your life to go to bed later and wake up later. Like you need more sleep, number one, the younger you are, generally. But yeah, you might need more sleep in the morning. So that's an interesting. Eating, make sure you're scheduling in that you're eating good food and not just eating crap all the time. And by crap, I mean processed food. Movement, make sure you schedule in movement every single day. Socializing, it's really hard at the moment. So I'm going to say whenever you can, as much as you can, meet up with your friends, go for a socially distanced walk. The less we socialize sometimes, I think some of us, not all, can fall into not wanting to see people, maybe getting a bit of social anxiety about it. So just really try it and go out with your friends as much as you can. Okay. Importance of nature. So very, very quickly, I've just listed all the things on there that are important to be in nature. Like it lowers your blood pressure, it can improve your creativity, etc. And it's really important to know that if you're in a city and you don't have access to nature or a forest or whatever, just go to your park or even just go outside. So I spoke briefly a minute ago about your circadian rhythms. Circadian rhythms is the rhythm, the natural rhythm inside your body, natural movement of how your body responds to light. So to have a healthy circadian rhythm would be that you wake up in the morning when it's light, and when it gets dark, you get sleepy. And there's all sorts of hormones being produced that help you have that rhythm. It's important to have a healthy circadian rhythm and stay within sort of non-nocturnal hours. So wake up during the day, go to bed at night, because it helps regulate your hormones. It helps you have more focus. So what I would do is make sure every day, non-negotiable again, I get out, might just be even for 20 minutes, but first thing in the morning, get the light. That's really important. When you wake up, look out your window, just for 5 minutes, have your cup of tea or your water, look out, then think about having on the rest of your day. When it's the evening, dim the lights. It's nighttime now, make it calm. Okay. Here we are very quickly going to talk about recognizing symptoms of depression and low mood and perhaps stress. So I think if you're reading this, you might know about this. I really am under the impression that teens at your age know all about mental health issues. So just very briefly going over it, I'm going to say what my issues were. So you can read this, you can screenshot what it is. But before I go into what my issues were, just very briefly, if you do feel any of these symptoms, definitely contact your GP. There's no shame in it. And I think we talk so openly about mental health and like, oh, it's no shame, and celebrities talk about it. But when you actually come to it and you think, actually, I'm really struggling, it can be nerve-wracking. So you don't have to ask your parents permission unless they have to take you to the doctors. But just ring up your doctor right now. You have to have a phone conversation anyway. You're not allowed to just go straight to the surgery. And just be really honest with them. Say, do you know what? I'm feeling this. And they might be able to recommend certain medications for you. They might be able to recommend therapy. And sometimes therapy takes a long waiting list. But never wait until it gets to last minute. So very briefly, my little situation, because I'm going to run over my time, is I had abysmal mental health when I was a teenager, and I became more and more reclusive, and mine affected me in the way that I was eating. I didn't eat much, or I ate too much. It changed my social pattern. So I'm very outgoing, but I suddenly just didn't want to really see my friends anymore. And then there's a lot of annoying shame around being a teenager. You hear people saying that you're angsty and irritable. And that's because there's so many hormones in your body. I mean, it's totally understandable, and you must keep in check, be a nice person, but it's pretty normal. But then there's a point, to be more sensitive, for instance, there's a point where if you're really getting, annoyed at everyone to the nth degree, you can't even be in the same room as some people. Again, lockdown, there are lots of reasons for this. Just maybe check in. Hang on, is this behavior what was normal? Has this behavior changed since lockdown? And maybe just journal about it. Today, I flew off the handle because there wasn't my favorite orange juice in the house or something. Just check in with that. Like, how Is that what you normally were like? Or are you under more stress? Do you need to bring in more self-care? Do you need to look at your sleeping schedule to make sure that you're feeling, better, and really checking in, see if you're feeling okay? Okay, this is the last one. I think we're going to go over, sorry everyone, by like a couple of minutes. And please do reach out to me. You can reach out on our Instagram at Women Who Self-Care, or go onto our website. We have loads of self-care tips. But just very briefly, self-care, we work with some universities. So for instance, the Self-Care Academic Research Unit at Imperial College. And we speak about the 7 pillars of self-care, which I'm going to very briefly read out to you. So we have the first pillar is knowledge and health literacy. By that, it means that you have an understanding of basic health issues like coughs, colds, COVID. You know the symptoms, you know when you maybe need to take some time out. The second one is mental well-being. So not forgetting that you might need to do some mental health work, so making sure that your mental health is good. So this might be things like meditating, learning how to meditate. You have loads of apps, but you have them for free on YouTube. Notice, by the way, that a lot of these wellness things are heavily marketed, and on YouTube you can still definitely get the same thing. Might not be always practical, etc., but definitely understand that you don't have to have the latest gadget, the latest app. They can help, but you can just Google things from reliable sources. Our website is going to have in 2 months very reliable sources for self-care. But things like journaling is a really good idea. Things like reading before bed, that will help your mental health. The third pillar is physical activity. We've already spoken about that. It helps raise your endorphin levels. It helps you go to sleep better. Just having movement, you're human. Your spine is an S-shape because you're meant to stand up and run. You're not meant to be sat down all the time. Just maybe doing that desk yoga. The fourth one is healthy eating. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. If you're addicted to chocolate, fair, same, but make sure you also get an apple in there. It's not always what you don't eat, it's what you do eat. So if your diet, when I was studying in university, I used to just live out the vending machines, but make sure that maybe your 3 main meals are really healthy, plant-based, have some protein in there, have good carbohydrates. Okay. Fifth one, risk avoidance. It's very common to say that women are risk averse and men are more risk takers, but I know that teenage girls, from being one, are very much into taking risks too. This is safety around, sexual health, for instance. Make sure you're always wearing protection, condoms. If you're having sex, making sure that you're just being honest with your close ones or the doctor and get contraception. It may be, just checking you might be too young for it. I don't want to put on any pressure here to do or not to do something, but just check in with yourself. What is it that you need to do to look after yourself? And risk avoidance, as a teenager, you're obviously probably less so now, your generation, I think, going to drink. Just check in with, is it safe for me to drink this here in this park, whatever? You are probably going to do it, but just check in that you're not doing anything too risky. I think drugs, it just goes to say, you just stay away. Your brain is developing. You need to look after yourself. You are our future. You are our future women, Kamala Harris. For God's sake, we're going to have a US president for sure soon. And in the UK, New Zealand, we have women who lead. You need to be at the top of your form to do that. Good hygiene, wash, look after yourself. I think as women, you're inundated with that. And then rational use of products and services. To wrap up my talk, girls, you are enough. You don't need to have diet pills and things. I don't know how popular they are with you, but when you're reading magazines that tell you might need to look a certain way, and it's often very sneaky, again, check in with yourself. How is that making you feel? Because a lot of the time, these companies just make a lot of money from putting women down. And if anything ever makes you feel bad, maybe that's someone on Instagram, unfollow, don't buy it. Do not self-sabotage yourself, okay? And then, I'm sorry I've gone over. If you have any questions, I think the moderator will have to read it out. For some reason, I can't even end my screen. Then please ask me anything, or you can go, connect with me on Twitter or Instagram. It's Women Who Self-Care.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Boo. It was amazing to hear you even give us those tips, those tools, the breathing. I feel so much better now.
Amazing. I can see the chat now. Thank you so much.
No worries. Are there any questions for Boo that we can quickly get in before we start to kind of unwind the afternoon?
So I just seen one now. It says, any advice on handling peer pressure? Yes, for sure. So this is a really difficult one, because when you're in the moment, if someone makes you feel as though you're having to do something, it's very difficult to check in. What you need to do is just take a moment, notice that feeling. In the moment, you might sort of want to do something. It's then learning from it. So notice the symptoms. If it's always one person, because it nearly always is, who's going to be pressuring you, do you need to be friends with that person? Do you need to make sure you stay away from that person? Do you need to make sure that actually you need to tell a teacher that this person is not behaving well to yourself? The number one thing is always check in with how you're feeling. If something's making you feel uncomfortable in the moment, walk away. And it's really, really hard. But these people who, it's definitely true what they say in the movies, the people that treat you badly at school are the people who do not do well in life because they don't have friends. So just make sure you tell people, don't ever hold anything bottled up. Sorry, Mel, I'm getting on again. Why do people feel happier putting people down? Why do people feel happier putting people down? I don't know. I mean, I think it's a position of power, isn't it? So if you're able to put somebody down, it means you're putting yourself higher than them because you're controlling them in a way. It's about control. So I don't want to blame people here, but one way of removing yourself and being put down is removing that level of control from them. And it's really, really dated advice, but it's very tried and tested, I say. If you give someone a reaction, they'll often then repeat doing it. And often the people who unfortunately are picked on, they sometimes don't do anything and it is really just so unfair, and so the other person is just awful. But sometimes they are just reacting all the time, and actually it is, again, removing yourself from the situation. They have their awful energy, you have your energy. Protect that energy. Know that they're putting you down is not a reflection on you, but totally a reflection on you. They are doing the action, you will have the reaction. Choose what your reaction is, and then snitch on them. There's nothing wrong with snitching.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Boo. It's been great having you as a special guest and sharing with us today. So everyone, please do. She gave you her handle, so please do check her out. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to write it down.
Awesome. Oh, yes, put it in the chat. That would be really helpful. Right, so we are coming closer to the end, but to end, of course, we want to do it in true rocking your teen style with a little bit energy, a little bit of movement. So we want to bring and welcome to you an incredible performer who goes by the name of Pragmatic, who is from Dance West, which is West London's community dance organisation, providing opportunities for everyone to engage with dance. They work in schools, hospitals and care homes, getting our community moving. So I am so excited once again to invite Pragmatic to Rocking Your Teens so she can get us moving a little, get us shaking a little to close today's incredible event. So over to you.
Hi everyone, hope you can hear me. It's really great to be here and hear all those tips from Boo. Thank you. So invaluable. So we're going to get moving now. I won't be able to see any of you, but you will be able to see me. We're going to do like a minute of dance. So I'm going to talk you through it and then we're going to do it all together. If you don't have very much space wherever you are, that's totally fine. It's very space friendly, this little routine. And I hope you'll like the song. So I'm just going to make sure I can share sound now. Yeah, great. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so just before we get to dancing, let's just have a quick stand up if you've been sitting down for a while. I'm just going to shake it all out. We're moving our legs, moving our hands, moving our shoulders and our upper bodies, and just gently rolling your head from side to side while still moving your feet. And you're just going to imagine there's some electricity flowing through different parts of your body. And we're going to just do 10 star jumps. Ready? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this has ticked off your moving part of your daily schedule now. Nearly. Okay. Just going to tie my hair up because this is not a very hairography friendly routine. So here we go. Just going to play the bit of the song that we're going to do, and then we'll go through it.
Billboard, baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way I like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
I'm one of the greatest.
So that is it. We're just going to do that much. Okay, so to get started, it's going to be the quickest dance routine you've ever learned. You can see my screen. Right, so we're going to start in this wider leg position. Here, here, and we're going to start down. Okay? Upper bodies are nice and straight. And we're going to imagine we're holding this big ball, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to bring the ball back to in front of us. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to try and follow it with our head, if that doesn't make you too dizzy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go 5, feet come together. 6, feet separate again. 7 and 8. Okay? 7 and 8. When we come to the front. Okay? Let's do that. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? From here, we're going to be going a little bit back. If you don't have space, that's not a problem. I don't have very much space either. So from here, 7, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? So we've just finished here. This is second 8 now. 7 and 1, 2, shoulder roll. Then we're going to go back, back, back. Pick your feet up, back, back. 7 and 8. I think I've just gone off the spotlight, but I hope you can see me still, possibly. Okay, third 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're in this lower leg position. Okay. Here we go. We're in this lower leg position. And we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're just swaying our upper body from side to side. The fourth 8, we're going to do 1, 2, up and down. So twice, up and down, rocking those hips side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking at the time. 5, 6, 7, reaching to the sky and bringing it back. Okay, so reaching to the sky is up and down. Yeah, so there's 2 8 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should we do that much? Up until there. From the top.
Billboard.
So we leave about 8 counts at the beginning and then we go into it.
Billboard, baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way I like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way.
Right, we're getting to the chorus from here. So we've done 7, 8. Then we're going to bring our feet together and then go from side to side. So we're from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go back. As we do those feet, so we've just finished here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As we go back, okay? A little disco move. 1 and 2 and 3, like you're pushing something away. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? We go into the chorus. You, I got you. Okay? From here. And what I want you to do with these U's is just play with it. So I'm doing my first one here. You. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 3 shakes. Up and down. Second U that I'm doing, but you can do it wherever you want, is here, down there. You. And then 1, 2, just 2. And then when she says I'm levitating, we're going to do this beautiful little bird flying away. Okay? So we're going to go U, 1, 2, 3. U, 1, 2, and levitating. Then last 2, U. My third one is going to go to the corner. 1, 2, 3. And then U. I'm just bending, but going to the front again. U. 1, 2, levitating. Okay? That's how we're going to finish it up. Okie dokes. Right. I hope everyone, it's very strange that I can't see you all, but I hope that's all coming across clear. And also, if you haven't got anything, don't worry, just do whatever you want to do to it. It's a great little song. Okay.
Billboard, baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way I like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
I'm one of the greatest, ain't no debating on it. I'm still levitated, I'm heavily medicated, ironic.
How are we doing in the chat? Okay, great. People are liking it. Thank you very much. We're going to do it one more time, and then I think we've got to wrap it up there. Okay, so last time, give it your all, and have a great time.
Billboard, baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way I like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
I'm one of the greatest, ain't no debating on it. I'm still levitated, I'm heavily medicated, ironic.
That is it. Thank you very much for having me, and I hope you enjoyed that. Yay, well done, everyone. Woo-hoo.
just to prove to you guys that I was up and dancing as well. I stood up.
Great stuff.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mabati. And thank you so much for bringing the Dance West vibes to Rocking Your Teens. Appreciate it so much. So much fun.
Thank you.
Amazing. How can everyone follow you and keep up to date with you guys?
Sure. So my personal one is, I can put it in the chat.
That would be great.
C Dance, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And then we've got Dance West London. Oh gosh, let me just check. You know, sometimes you got like underscores and stuff, right? And
no worries. You can chuck it in the chat.
I'll just check it out.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate it. That was so much fun and good tune. Love it. Amazing. Well, we're actually going to be closing now. I can't believe we've actually come to the end of Rocking Your Teens. So it's only right that we bring on the incredible founders of the event so they can close the event and we can thank all of our amazing, everyone that's been involved today. So please, can we welcome the amazing Jenny, Sandy and Jeffrey to the Rocking Your Teens virtual stage. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ramel. Sandy, are you there? Jeffrey, are you there? I see you, Sandy. Welcome. Jeffrey.
Hey.
Hi. Oops. Hi, Jeffrey. Are you nearly here?
I am here. Sorry.
Ah, there you are. Fantastic. Great to see everyone. Thank you so much for today. I just personally want to say a huge thank you to the volunteers, to the mentors and to the speakers who've made it a really special event. I think they've done an awesome job. And so I'll hand over to Jeffrey and Sandy for their thank yous.
And I'd like to obviously thank all of the students and schools for attending, and also our sponsors for this event, WorkL and Compass, for not only sending the speed mentors, but also, you know, supporting us to make this event happen and accessible for everybody. So thank you so much. And Sandy?
Awesome. Hi, everyone. Just want to echo everything that Jenny and Jeffrey has said. Thank you to the schools, the mentors, the volunteers, the speakers, everyone who's taken part. Do follow, do share, do follow us on social media. And we really do hope that we'll be able to do lots more of these events. And a big thank you to Ramel. Thank you.
Biggest thank you to Ramel. She's the glue that holds it all together. And she's done an absolutely amazing job. Thank you for bringing the live energy to the room, Ramel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, do write your comments in the chat before you go. Tell us what you thought of today. And we'll see you soon. And we're definitely going to have more of these. You'll see us before the next International Women's Day.
Yeah,
bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to everyone that's been here. Again, as I said, it's such an amazing time that we were able to do this virtually. So thank you. You've all been amazing. We did it, guys. Virtual events can happen a year on. That's crazy. A year on this time today, we went into lockdown. Crazy, but you've all been amazing. You've achieved so much. So I just want to leave you with that as well. Thank you. And yeah, please do check me out. Follow me, Ramel_London. See what I'm up to. And have a great day, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.